From the East Bay to the North Bay, through wine country and up the scenic Northern California coast. This is Toastmasters District 57.
Well, welcome. This is the D57 podcast, keeping members of D57 informed and inspired, with your hosts George Thompson and Donna Walters. Today's guest is Denise Alder, who is part of the credentials team for D39, who we will be asking to explain the importance of attending the upcoming District 205 and 206 business meetings. Denise, would you please introduce yourself so our viewers know who you are?
Yes, thank you for that warm introduction. My name is Denise Alder Gutherz, and I have been a Toastmaster since 2006 when someone saw something in me that I did not see in myself. And through the years, I've loved every single role that I filled, all the way up to District 39 Director. And now I support the district with the credentials. And when Mary was looking for someone who would be able to oversee the credentials in all three business meetings, I said, sure, why not? I'm a ask first and find out how to do it later. But thankfully, all of the hard work had been done, and I'm happy to be here today to answer any questions that you might have.
Very good. You know, with the redistricting of Toastmasters districts, there's a question as to who will be the new administrators. Here is Denise to help us understand what is involved and why it is important for all of those that need to be in attendance. The idea is to get you out there and vote. So our first question is, why is this business meeting important?
Thank you for that question. It is important because we're bringing together districts in this realignment, and we're looking for those who are going to lead us in the new year. But in order to have that election, we need to have a quorum. And a quorum is going to be based on the pre-registrations of clubs, club presidents and vice presidents of education. Yes, the existing district leadership will have a vote also. And then we'll get into the little nuances about that for certain districts. But for the most part, we need to have that quorum. Otherwise, our business meeting will not be valid, and we'll have to go through another mechanism to reach that quorum and make those elections.
What is the role of the credentials team in this endeavor?
That will be, we do have an amazing team whom you might know. We have Tony DeLeon, Catherine Pratt, and Tyree Johnson, and we are busy working to make sure that every club that is in good standing, we just had renewals, and the officers are also in good standing. And then what we're going to do behind the scenes is reach out. We've already had one communication, and folks are pre-registering, so thank you for that. And those who haven't registered yet, get them to do so that we ensure we have a quorum. And then there's even down to the last wire where if club is not a good standing, but they do want to get their membership dues in on time, we will work with those folks to ensure they have a voice at the election.
And what do the members need to do to make sure they can attend and vote?
That's a great question. Register. Mary sent out that communication, and there's a link to register in that communication. If you don't have it, I will give you my email address. You can reach out to me. It's denise.alder@district39.org. If you have questions, do reach out, and the committee will be able to help you with any questions and any technical glitches that you might experience.
Donna.
What will members be voting on? I know district officers. Are there any contested positions open?
There are. In the District 205, business meeting, we have two contested positions, possibly three. The two most important ones, they're all important, but the district director, who is going to lead new District 205, we have two candidates eligible and will be vying for your vote here shortly. We also have three club growth directors candidates, and we will vote on them as well. There is a vacant division director position who we might be able to have from the floor. But yes, voting on that is going to be very important in ensuring that we have a strong leadership pool that we can use in our new District 205, 206, and 207.
Are the meetings going to be just online?
Yes, that is a great question. They are all virtual, and in order to ensure that you get that Zoom link, you do have to pre-register. Anyone can register, even members from other potential districts. They can register as a guest, and does the same Zoom link, but you do have to pre-register to get that, to ensure that we get the credentials for the quorum.
How much does it cost to attend?
It is absolutely free. Your time is not paid for, but as far as Toastmasters, we are having a free business meeting.
Very good.
When are the dates of the business meetings?
The District 205 business meeting is April 23rd at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific. All times are Pacific. District 206 is May 5th at 7 o'clock, and District 207 will be April 28th at 6:30 because we have some time zone in the larger District 206, 207.
So how do the members know if they should be in 205 or 206 meeting?
Yes, that is a good question. There is a combined 205, 206, 207 Google Drive that members can have access to. It's also in Mary's link. And then there's a club finder. So you find your club in your existing district, and then you look to see on the next column where your club is headed to, what the new district is going to be.
What happens if say a person is a president in a club in 205, but also a president in a club in 206? How do they determine which business meeting they're supposed to go to?
That is a great question. And that's one we've heard a lot of. For club presidents, if you are so gracious with your time to be a club president or vice president of education in a club that's going to one district as well as club going to another district, you can sign up for either event, and then I will contact you to ensure that you are voting for the right item and attending the correct meeting.
Okay, so each club will have two votes in the business meeting for whatever district they're in?
Yes, to clarify, the presidents and vice presidents education, they can each attend the meeting if they want, or they can go with one person carrying both votes.
Okay.
So in the case where one is a president in one area, but vice president in another, then that person can carry both votes for the both districts.
And so the clubs and the officers involved have to work that out among themselves.
They could, or what we're doing on the credentials team is we're seeing who is registering. We map it to where the alignment is going, and then we assign them both votes initially until we see another registration. And if it's president that's registering first, and then we later on we see the vice president of education for that club, we will reassign the votes so that we ensure we have the maximum amount of votes for each district.
Denise, what software will be used in voting?
That is an excellent question because we will be using the software that the members are used to the most. For District 205, we'll be using Election Buddy. For District 206, we're going to be using Election Runner. So think Easter Bunny for the first one, and then Election Runner for District 206.
That could get confusing.
Those votes stay with that person. So if District 57 is going to 2 places, they get to choose where they want to have their votes counted. And we're going to be reaching out to those individuals directly to ensure that they are understanding that their votes are with them and they can either do one or the other, not both.
Okay. George, do you have anything else?
Not at the moment. Okay, then. Well, we'd like to thank Denise for allowing us to do this podcast and sharing her thoughts and insight into how important your attendance is in the business meeting. And thank you to District 57 and our podcast team for their support in this endeavor, Lisa Thompson and Hans Thoma. This has been a D57 production.